Monday morning, so that means one thing. Welcome to a new weekly vlog. I think this is weekly vlog number 6. If you're new around here, my name is Amy. I am the solo founder of blissli, and I make wax melts and candles, and this is our first busy Q4. We launched back in August, so only 3 months ago, having been working on the business since the beginning of the year. So it took sort of a good 6 months to finalise the smells, the scents I wanted to use in the recipes, and since then essentially I've been working on building momentum, getting some sales and booking in the events that I've got coming up to the end of the year. So yeah, I will turn the camera around in a second and show you, but I had the biggest order, the biggest delivery over the weekend that I've ever had since I started the business. So the place is still looking like a bit of a pickle. I also did the biggest pour last night I've done yet so far in one go, which is 24 candles. So yeah, we're gonna go and inspect those together and see how they came out. Okay, things aren't looking too bad. I've got one empty box. All of my boxes have gone in here. And I've also, I can't open it, but the other side is also full. Not ideal, but that will work. I've still not unpacked my trolley. I'll do that later. These 2 boxes are empty. This is all empty stuff that's got to go into the garage because I reuse all the packaging. And then I've got in here all of my jars. I think I've got like 4 or 5 left in that box. And then I've got another 2 boxes underneath there, which have got 48 each in. And then these are the candles I poured last night. Let's have a look together and see how they are. Wow, I'm happy with those. Lots of lovely clean tops. No sinkholes I can see. That's worked really nicely. Wow, I'm really happy with that. They look great. In terms of against the edge of the jar, they've cooled perfectly too, because one reason a lot of people don't use clear jars is as they cool, if they cool too quickly, they can pull from the side of the jar and then you get this weird pattern where it's like it's cooled too quickly and pulled away from the edge of the jar and it doesn't look good. But that's a recipe for both those two. So I did 12 luminous veil last night and 12 gingerbread. That recipe and that temperature and everything like that is absolute perfection. So that's brilliant. I'm really happy with those. Those can literally be labelled up and put in the boxes ready for the event of the weekend. So it's going to be a very busy week. I've got a market on Sunday. I think it's probably going to be, well, I've done 1 market till now, which was a pretty quiet one. This is in a bigger town, so I've got a sneaky suspicion this one's going to be busier than the last one. I'm hoping so. It's also middle of November this weekend, so yeah, I am getting myself essentially ready this week and geared up for that. There'll be quite a lot of pouring, there'll be a lot of labelling, boxing and general market prep really. So luckily from the last market I had the foresight to put all of my market supplies and everything into 2 clear boxes. So all I need to do is get those out the garage, check through those, make sure that I've got everything. I've also got some new little whiteboards to put prices on because I had my prices in a photo frame last time and a lot of people missed them. So I need to write those little price boards up at some point this week. And yeah, just do one final stock take before I go to the market. So that's what you're in for this week, wild ride. I'm also hoping to get a few more press releases sent out this week. And I obviously need to do lots of Instagram and TikTok and social media posts. So let's go and do this. I have a 9 to 6 job. So the time is now 8 o'clock. So really a lot of my focus, or most of my focus for the day, is quite rightly doing my full-time job, as that's paying the bills right now. So yeah, this fits in around life and work. I'm hoping it will eventually segue into full-time work. So let's see how we get on. It's Monday evening, time is 8:30. I have been busy. I'm currently melting down some wax. And I've got my next set of 24 jars out. I'm about to wick them. I wanted to show you something quickly. My parents have just been over for a quick cup of tea, and I have unpacked my trolley. I'm very happy with this. It's looking very sturdy, very durable, and yeah, I'm looking forward to using this to help transport my goods. It's absolutely massive, which is great. I'm going to be able to get my table in it. I've also started making up my boxes. So yes, it's busy in the house, busy. So yeah, I'm going to do pouring. I'm going to pour another 24 candles tonight. I'm doing 12 cozy glow and 12 soft haze this evening. I've only got one of each of those left, so let's get pouring. I have just finished up on the computer. I decided to print out the CLPs for all the candles that I've poured till now. And because I haven't done it for about 4 weeks, I'd forgotten how to do it. So it took a little bit longer to get back into the swing of things and remember the settings. But we got there in the end. I am ready for bed. I'm in my pyjamas. But I've come down to quickly show you. This is what it's looking like. Lots and lots of candles. So yeah, that's a wrap on tonight. I'm very happy I poured 3 fragrances and 6 of each. So I did 18 candles tonight. Took me about an hour and 15 minutes, so not too bad. Bearing in mind I have to wash everything up in between each scent. So yeah, good progress. So I've now done 5 of the scents, which is brilliant. And I've got a few more to do, but I'm going to have a night off pouring tomorrow. Tomorrow I need to do a bit more of the admin side. I need to do labelling tomorrow of the jars, both CLPs and the jar labels. Also the boxes and make up the boxes. So lots of fiddly bits tomorrow, but I'd like to get these candles to a point where they're complete and ready to be sold, so that then I can move on Wednesday night back to pouring some of my other candles. Good morning. It's now Tuesday morning. Time is pretty early. It's about 7:30. I got up at 7, had some breakfast, and then I am about to go trim the wicks on all the candles that I've made the last couple of days and start labelling them up. I did all the CLPs last night, so yeah, we can make some headway with the labelling element of that this morning. And then I'm going to get on my walking pad and try and get some steps done for about an hour before I go to work. That'll make a good dent in my 10,000 steps I need to do today. It usually takes me about an hour to do sort of 5,000, so yeah, I'll be halfway there. And then at lunchtime I'm going to go and have a look at where my store is going to be on Sunday in Epsom. So I'm going to take my mobile phone and card reader and everything down with me and give it a try, make sure I can get on the Wi-Fi, make sure I can take card payments, yeah, and just check it all out. Also check the parking situation, because I believe you can park for £3 for the whole day in the car park quite nearby. So yeah, I'm just going to go and check that out as well. And then yeah, that's the plan for today. I'm going to try and box and label up some of the boxes as well for the candles that I've poured already. I'm not pouring today. I have choir tonight, so I've missed the last 2 choir rehearsals because I've been struggling to juggle everything. But tonight I'm definitely going. It's the first Christmas rehearsal, and these rehearsals now, between now and our concert for carols, are absolutely my favourite rehearsals of the whole year, so I will not be missing them unless I absolutely have to. So yeah, that's the plan for today. So no candle stuff tonight after work, just choir. So I thought I'd get up this morning and get a little bit done before work. It is busy. It is all everywhere. This is what it looks like at my house right now. I'm going to turn the camera around and talk to you and give you an update. Hello. It is Friday morning. It's Friday morning, and I think I last checked in with you on Monday evening. Monday evening I did a really big pour, which is all the candles all over the table, to get ready for two different things. One being I'm going into a shop today, as in my products are going into a shop today, which is very exciting. And the other thing is I have my market in Epsom on Sunday. So yes, I'm trying to just build up my stock levels to get ready for both those events. I had planned to do quite a bit last night and Wednesday evening, because Tuesday I had choir, but life has been lifing this week, and things have just been going on that have prevented me from doing stuff, and I just haven't been able to work on it like I was hoping to. So it's now early Friday morning, and I am up doing the things I can do to get what I need to get done for today. So the most important thing is to get the stock ready, because I have to leave here at 12:30 with it today. So it's 7 in the morning right now. I'm just going through the last few bits. The best way I can cope with something like this when things don't go to plan, rather than get too overwhelmed with things, because I still feel like there's too much to do and not enough time, especially given that I have my regular job to get to at 9 o'clock. And it's less efficient doing it this way. It's just doing the bits I need to do for today, rather than trying to focus on like labelling up all the gingerbread. It's just to label up the ones I need to be taking today, and then I'll have to come back and just do the rest another time, probably tonight or tomorrow. So I've got my computer out. I'm going to work through the stock that I'm taking to the shop, count it all out, make sure it's all labelled up. So some of the candles don't have any labels at all, so they need their jar labels that look like this. They need their CLPs adding to the bottom. The boxes need to be made up. They need to be labelled with 3 different stickers in this instance. So the front box label, the poured date labels, and then also the SKU and price labels that the shop need. So, and I've got to do that for all the candles I'm taking for stock, so that's going to take a little while. I also need to take a bit of printed material to put next to the products in the shop. So I printed that out, but that doesn't fit in the frame that I've got, so that needs resizing down and reprinting. And then it just needs all packing up in the box ready to be taken. So I'm going to focus on that. Also everything needs logging in my sheet, so I have to log down all the batch numbers for all of the products that are going. So I know the luminous veil, for instance, there's I'm going to take whatever it is, 4 or 5 of those, and the batch number for that one is 10867, and then I know the shop has 5 candles from that batch. It's easier if there is a problem with them for me to be able to kind of reach out to the shop if somebody contacts me and says there's a problem. Oh, the other thing I want to do is put a business card in each box, so if the customer has a problem or wants to reach out, they have my direct details. So it's just all those kind of things. So I'm just going to focus on doing what I need to do for lunchtime today, and then when I get back tonight I'll start thinking about the market. But everything in here is for both things, so it looks chaotic and messy, but It'll be alright in the end. It'll all be alright in the end. Hello, so it's Friday evening. It's been a very busy day. At lunchtime I managed to take my, it ended up being 24 candles down to the shop in Aldershot. So it was lovely to meet the girls and yeah, hand over my stock. So that's very exciting. I got a few pictures, so I might add some in here. And I did a bit of a reel for, I think, Instagram, so that'll be good. The shop officially opens tomorrow and I have shelf space in there for 2 months, so we shall see how we get on. But yes, time's about 8 o'clock. I finished work only about an hour ago, so I have taken an hour out to get some dinner, decompress and have a think about how I want to use my evening, and just do a couple of random odd bits and pieces like unpack some oils that arrived. So the next focus, literally finish one thing and onto the next, is the market on Sunday. So I have my first what I class as a proper market on Sunday, and that's in a town near to me called Epsom. You might have heard of it because Epsom is home to the Derby race at Epsom Downs racecourse. But yeah, I'm doing the market there on Sunday. It's an early start. I've got to be there for 8:30. The market opens at 9 and it runs till 2:30ish depending on footfall. So I am just working through my stock. I've got lots of stock poured and quite a bit of it is labelled. There's a few jars that need a bit of a clean and a tidy and a bit of labelling, and the labels all printed ready to go. So I've got some boxes to make up. I've only got one box that's made up that's empty, so I need to make up some more boxes. I then need to put the label on the front of the box and then the detailed kind of date it was poured and when you can use it by, all that sort of information on the bottom. So I think what I'm going to do is label everything I've got tonight, make sure I'm happy with all the candles. There are a couple of candles that I poured earlier in the week that I'm not 100% happy with, so they're going to go in my oopsies section on my website, and I'll try and sell them but for a bit less and just show clearly what the candle looks like. So because some of them don't quite, well, they've cooled a little bit quickly. I think I mentioned this earlier in the week. They've pulled away from the jar a little bit, so it looks like there's gaps in them. So anyway, I'm going to go through all my candles, make sure I'm happy with them, make sure all the wicks are trimmed to the right length, and then get them all counted so I know how many I've got currently. I've got more stock over there, and then I want to probably do some pouring, because if I do sell most of these I'll have no stock for the website again. And also I would really like to do a check on my wax melts, because I'd like to try and sell some of those at the weekend. And in an ideal world I bought some little dishes to put the wax melts out as and cut them as individual samples so that people can actually like pick them up and smell them and stuff. So I need to check whether I've got enough stock for that or whether I want to make more stock specifically for that. So yeah, a little bit to work through. So I'm probably going to crack on with that and then maybe give you an update later. One thing that I was hoping to do, earlier in the week I'd planned to do tonight, was my weekly vlog editing for last week. That's definitely not going to happen before the market because there's too many things to do for the market. It's all the little things like I need to write out my pricing on my blackboard and all those sorts of things. So yeah, I will worry about the weekly vlog on Sunday evening once the market's done. I've had the weekend with my partner, and then yeah, I'll probably do that Sunday night and push that up Sunday evening. So it is what it is. Some weeks it's going to go up earlier, some weeks it's going to go up a bit later. But yeah, that's the plan this evening. And also I want to try and bulk print off some of the stickers that I use regularly so that I don't have to keep printing them essentially to order, because it makes it so inefficient doing it that way. So I'm going to go on the computer and print off quite a few things, so I've got the labels that I use all the time printed and ready to go. I also made a lovely cup of tea. I haven't had a proper drink since lunchtime, and it's 8 o'clock, so I'm going to have a nice decaf tea and put something, one of my favourite YouTube videos on, just have that on in the background while I'm reviewing and kind of going through the candles. It's Saturday, and yeah, I worked till quite late last night, till nearly midnight, so I've had a very nice leisurely self-care Saturday morning. The time is 12:30. I have been working on candles for the last hour or so. I've basically been loading up the candles that I labelled up last night. I've been loading those into bags ready for tomorrow's market. So I've got 33 candles ready to take tomorrow. I still would like to pour today to replenish my website stock, because I only have, if I sell everything at the market tomorrow, I only have 3 cents back in stock for the website. So it is a race against time trying to keep up with demand at the moment. And I've also got 4 more events coming up in the next 3 weeks after this weekend. So it's a busy season, as I thought it would be. But yeah, I'm really enjoying like some of the jobs, like making these boxes, some of the more basic bits I'm enjoying. I just find it really relaxing doing this kind of thing. But yeah, so this morning I've updated my spreadsheet, I've made sure everything's logged, batch numbers, fragrance oil and batch numbers, all that stuff. So yeah, everything is ready to go out the door, those 33 fully ready. And yeah, I'm going to try today. I need to obviously finalise all my signage for tomorrow, write out thank you cards, make sure I've obviously packed everything I'm going to need tomorrow. I've got my table and chair in, and yeah, just essentially get everything ready so that it's ready to go in the car. I might load some of it in the car today before it gets dark, so I haven't got to do that at early hours tomorrow. I need to be leaving here about 8 AM, so I think loading all the essentials like the table and that in the car is a good idea today. I have had some more big bottles of oils arrive. I've got 3 or 4 more of those, which is great, so I can use those to pour today. And I had another online sale through Shopify, so I've packed that and that's ready to go out as well. So yeah, it's just busy. My partner's on his way here, so I'm going to obviously stop this when he gets here for a little while and just spend some quality time with him, have some lunch. I think we're going to get a takeaway tonight. That doesn't happen for us very often. He's very focused on his health and fitness. I would like to be more so, but I'm juggling lots of balls. So yeah, we've not really had that many takeaways. I think we've been together kind of 18 months at this point, and I think we only had 2 takeaways the first whole year we were together. So it's not something we do on the regular, but I think it'll be something we're going to enjoy doing together tonight. So I've got that to look forward to. He's actually going off to run a 10k tomorrow morning, so I'm going to be very much on my own getting everything sorted for the market, but I'm okay. I'm feeling happy about it. The people who run the market have said there'll be people there to help me get the gazebo up. I'm going to be using my trolley to wheel everything from the car down to the spot. I think my tactic for tomorrow is going to be take my car right to the place where I'm going to be doing my stall. You can get there from 8:30, so they'll chaperone me kind of to my spot. Hopefully I can then get somebody to help me put the gazebo up, and I can unload the key essentials that people, like, I'm not worried about in terms of like sitting there without me being there, like my tablecloth, get all that set up. And then I'll keep my stock in the car, take my car, park it up, and then unload my stock into the wheelie trolley and then wheel all the stock down. Because I'm not keen on like putting the stock there and then leaving it for 15-20 minutes while I go off and park the car. And it's just me tomorrow in the morning. So this is the only event I think where I'm I have that to juggle. The other events I've got, I can park literally right outside and go straight into the hall, or the vicinity of where the market is. So it's just that to juggle tomorrow. But everything that I had last time, like business cards, my float, my receipt book, all of that is still packed in the clear boxes I'll show you. So it's all in there, essentially in that, packed ready to go back in the car to go back out again. So I think that was a good wise move by me last time to, yeah, get that boxed up and make that night. I've made that easy for myself right now. So my future self, my present self is now thankful for my past self and the thought process there. So yeah, that's the update. If I do some pouring later, I might try and add some video of that. And yesterday it went really well. I was really happy with getting the stock down to the shop, and yeah, I've been posting about the shop quite a bit on social media. and I think they've included me in some of their posts as well, which is lovely. So we'll just keep fingers crossed, wait to hear, see if any of my stuff sells in the next few weeks. And yeah, just loving the fact that it's the weekend. I love the weekends so much because I can really juggle my own time and focus on the business as much as I want, which is lovely. So yes, that's the update for this morning. Just realised I hadn't done a video today, so I'm at Epsom and I'm all set up on outside booths. Time is about 10:30. I've been set up for about an hour, but most of the shops don't open till 10:30, so just starting to get some traffic coming through now. So this is today's setup. Got all my candles out here. So I'm happy with this. Let's see how we get on today. It's Sunday evening. My partner has gone home. It's about 8 o'clock and I am running a bath, and I feel like a bit of a self-care Sunday night. So I'm going to have a nice soak, maybe do a face mask and just chill before Monday rolls around again tomorrow and I'm back to my regular job. So yes, I had my market today and it wasn't as successful, honestly, as I was hoping it would be, and as the last one that I did. So it's interesting, last time I didn't sell any wax melts at all. I only sold candles. I think I sold 10 candles last time. Today I sold no candles and wax melts. So I sold 7 wax melts. I sold 3 for 2 offers, and then a single wax melt. So they only retail at £5, so I took £25 in sales today, and my pitch was 35. So I'm down £10 today. But I met lots of really nice people, and I gave away lots of business cards, and everybody that came close and like looked at the product and smelt it said they really, really liked it. So that's really good. So hopefully maybe I'll get a few online sales from it. But yeah, it was also outside and I didn't have a gazebo. So on top of my pitch, I also had to pay to borrow a gazebo. So I am quite out of pocket today, but it's a good experience. It was a good experience for me to go and do a slightly different setup. I think because it was so windy, they put a side up on the gazebo, which also meant as people were kind of approaching the area, they couldn't really see in, but everybody else had the sides up on their gazebo, so that was probably not a different thing to other people. They said that originally when I booked the slot, it was supposed to be the light switch on. But apparently they got it wrong, and the light switch on was yesterday. They did pre-warn us of that last week, but by that point I was kind of like, I'm booked in to do it, so I'm going to do it anyway. So I think a lot of people went into the town yesterday, so I think that was a contributing factor. And just footfall was really low. I think maybe I only had 10 people stop at the stall over the course of 5 hours. So it's not a lot of people. I caught up on quite a lot of admin during that time. And just generally footfall was really bad. A couple of the other stall holders came over to me and said it was really bad. It was probably one of the worst ones that they've done. So it's not me thing, I don't think. I think it's just a situation. The lady that organised it was very, very nice and very apologetic, but it's not her, it's not her fault. She doesn't know like how many people are going to be out and about. We're kind of middle of November at this point, so you'd think there'd be a lot of people out and about doing Christmas shopping. There were quite a lot of people inside in the shopping centre, so it may just be that it's because the temperature dropped so much this week, people didn't really want to go outside. So yeah, that was a wrap on today essentially. I'm not deterred. It's just so good to get out there and get the product in front of people and get feedback. People, like I said, were really complimentary. They really liked it. And a few people, like one lady was with her husband, and I think she said to him something like, "Oh, that's the one I want for Christmas," which was really cute. And one lady said to me that she'd seen me on Instagram, so that was also very encouraging, which means that platform is also helping now maybe get the message out. So yeah, I am feeling happy, optimistic still. I had a sale on my website earlier in the week, which I've just sent off today, which was for 3 candles. So they were on like 3 for 2. So actually that online sale beat all of the sales I did today at the market. I am still really determined to do the market, so I actually have, I think I've got 4 more lined up, and they're all indoors, so at least it's going to be warmer. But I'm keen to do these because I think it's really good to get out and get in front of customers and get in front of real people and get feedback, see what they like, see what scents they like. Also see, are they buying them for themselves, are they buying them as gifts? All this sort of market research information is crucial, and you can really only get that and build those rapport and those relationships with people in person. I don't feel like you can do that so easily on the website. So yeah, it was a word of mouth sale on the website, which is brilliant. And yeah, I'm very, very happy with that. So it's been a good week. It's been a good week. More learnings. I also have started to do some bigger pours, so I've learned a lot about doing some bigger pours this week. And I'm going to do, I've got 5 more scents I want to pour again. I actually only have 1 of uplifting citrus, so I need to get those poured. So what I don't want to do is end up with not being able to sell anything because I haven't got any stock left. So going to pour now in the run up to the next 4 events, and yeah, I'm really happy. Like, I'm pretty chilled about it. The lady said to me, you're going to always have some like really busy markets and then some really quiet ones. I think everybody has the same, and don't be deterred, and I'm definitely not deterred. I'm feeling very optimistic about everything, and you have to start somewhere. It's like on here on YouTube, like, I think I've only got like 2 subscribers right now but it's not stopping me from recording the videos, and selling 7 wax melts is not going to stop me from doing this. I still absolutely love it. I think if you absolutely love it and you can see that it's potentially got a future, then you have to keep going, right? You have to keep throwing stuff at it. So that's what I'm going to do. So yeah, if you've got to the end of this weekly vlog, thank you for watching. Sorry it's not been too much pouring and too much going on, but it's been a lot of things going on this week that I've had to juggle. So hopefully things will be a little bit busier again next week. No events happening next week, so it's just going to be running the business from home vlog. So if you're interested, subscribe, and then you'll get a notification for the next vlog, which is coming up next week. Thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you next week.